Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Bryan High School. Tonight it is Bryan and Lake doing battle tonight. But first, before we do that, we've got senior night activities coming, and we're excited to bring you those here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. 4 seniors for this Lady Bears team playing their last home game here at Bryan High School. So we're going to send it down for all the festivities, and then we're going to take a break and come back with our basketball game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bryan Girls Basketball 2022-23 Senior Night. You can clap, it's okay. Before we start warm-ups in the game, we want to take time to honor our seniors for everything they've done for our program. Up first, we have number 5, Ella Miller. Ella's parents are Brad and Bobby Miller. Her family is Brent and Emmy Miller. Awards, recognitions, clubs, and hobbies that she was outside of sports. Ella enjoys painting and creating artwork. Her future plans are to attend the University of Notre Dame. Great choice. Her funnest memory from basketball is Coach Grosjean throwing a water bottle on the court and a ref falling on it during the Holiday Classic her freshman year. Poor Kobe. Advice to underclassmen, be good you have to put in the extra work, but with the extra work, remember to have fun and the reason you play the game. Ladies and gentlemen, number 5, Ella Miller. Up next, we have number 11, Reese Grothaus. Parents are Liz and Matt Grothaus. Families, her sisters Maddie and Kate. Awards, recognition, clubs, and hobbies. For basketball, she was 2-time first team All-District Division II, honorable mention All-Ohio, first team All-NWAL, National Honor Society, Student Council, and she was pretty stellar at tennis. Her future plans are to attend a 4-year university and major in biology and a pre-optometry path, and eventually go on to optometry school. Her fondest and funnest memory from basketball was my favorite memory was when Coach Grosjean threw a water bottle on the ground and a ref slipped on it and fell. He then proceeded to tell us to pick it up like it was our fault. Advice to underclassmen, do not take any practice or game for granted because you never know what will happen, and be a great teammate as always. She would also like to thank her coaches for dealing with her for the last 4 years and always believing in her. Ladies and gentlemen, number 11, Reese Grothaus. Blaze, shush. Up next, we have number 23, Blaze Langendorfer. Parents are Sarah and Troy Langendorfer and her family, brother Maddox. Awards, recognitions, clubs, and hobbies. She was a national qualifier for HOSA 2022, the Health Occupation Students of America. Her volleyball record for most kills in the game. She likes to go deer hunting and play volleyball. Her future plans are to be attending Northwest State Community College to further continue her education in the health field. Her funnest memory is when Todd Grosjean threw up, just kidding. Is when she went to the free throw line and bricked her shot, not even hitting the rim, and the best part was that the referee was laughing, so she knew everybody else was laughing. My advice to underclassmen is to always give your best and work hard no matter how frustrating things may be. No matter how good of a team you are, never be satisfied and always play as a team. Ladies and gentlemen, number 23, Blaze Langendorfer. And last but not least, number 51, Allie Alsball. Allie's parents are Steve and Kelly Alsball. Family is Kelsey and Cassidy Martin, and Lexi and Christopher Alsball. Recognitions, awards, clubs, and hobbies. Her clubs are National Technical Honor Society, Drug-Free Clubs of America, Student Council, Skills Leadership Team, a Student Ambassador. Hobbies are her baking and reading, and awards A and B Honor Roll, Student of the Month, and Scholar Athlete. Her future plans are to join the EMS and possibly attend welding school. Her funnest memory from basketball, she says, the best memories from basketball are all the Christmas dinners at Coach's house. They were always filled with laughter, and they were exciting and fun to be at. Her advice to underclassmen, it's okay to make a mistake, but when you do, learn from it. Ladies and gentlemen, number 51, Allie Alsball. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and give it back up again for our 4 seniors and their families who have been through a lot this 4 years. Our 2022-23 Lady Golden Bears seniors.
I did not realize Mara, Ola, and Kate.
There you have it, our 4 Lady Bears seniors. Ella Miller, Reese Grotehouse, Blaze Langendorfer, and Allie Ospaw. Just a great part of this program, and we wish them the best luck in their future endeavors. All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we will have the girls basketball game between the Lake Flyers and the Bryan Golden Bears after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network. And welcome out to Bryan High School here at the Bears Den as the Bryan Golden Bears sitting at 18-2 overall, 6-0 in the NWOL. Welcome the Lake Flyers sitting at 8-12, 7-6 in the Northern Buckeye Conference to the Bears Den here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Good evening, everybody. Chris Malenga alongside Aaron Montgomery tonight, filling in for Brian Arnold, and welcome to the broadcast booth.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm pretty excited. I'm a little nervous, I'll be honest, but I'm excited to be here.
You'll be great. Now, first off, we have to tell everybody that you are the 7th grade girls coach, and you guys just won a league championship.
We did. We ended up 17-1 for the season. We went undefeated in the NWOAL. The girls had a great season. They worked really hard. They bought into everything that we were trying. One of the things I think we're mostly proud of for that team is our defense. We always said our defense is our best offense. And I was kind of going back through and statting, and we actually had several quarters throughout the year that we held teams scoreless. So
wow.
We had a great season. It was fun. They're a fun group. I'm excited to watch them grow.
And as you look at the high school Golden Bears, they also pride themselves on defense. That pressure defense has been real trouble for a lot of teams.
100%. And even in our practices, we would say all the time, like, hands, get your hands up. And that's one of the things, Grosjean, we always hear him yelling. So it's kind of nice, like that's continuing on. We want to get touches, we want to get deflections and go after the ball. So the defense, it's just fun to watch when teams are good at defense.
Bryan currently shooting 42% from the field, 31% from 3, 57% from the line. They're turning the ball over 12.5 times a game, averaging 54 points per game, allowing just 34 points per game. And last game was a big one. They defeated Wauseon by a score of 59-28. Wauseon got it to 2 with 5:44 remaining in the second quarter, but then the Bears outscored the Indians 22-8 in the rest of the half and shot 42% from the field overall. They out-rebounded Wauseon. And then Reese Grotehouse had 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals. Blaze Langendorfer had 8 points. Ella Voigt had 13 points. Ella Rao had 5. And let's just talk about, we had senior night tonight. Let's talk about the seniors. Reese Grotehouse with 14 points in the last game. And Blaze Langendorfer for the last 3 games has just come alive.
She has. She's really stepped up and played some key roles for us as we've kind of battled some injuries and personnel changes and things like that. So she's just been fun to watch as she's gotten more comfortable on the court out there.
She absolutely is. And as we're going to talk to Coach Grosjean here in a second, and he does talk about Blaze and how she has come to embrace her role and really come off the bench. Lady Bear is going to start the 4 seniors. Ella Miller is going to suit up tonight. Reese Grotehouse, Blaze Langendorfer, and Allie Allspaw. Ella and Allie are both injured, so I don't expect them to play too much. Ella Voigt going to be the other starter. The 5'9" junior will join. All right, we are in the Oberlin Turnbull countdown to tip-off. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. I had a chance to chat with Coach Todd Grosjean of the Bryan Golden Bears, and you're going to hear that after this timeout on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.
We are Bryan Built.
Welcome back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Chris Malenga alongside Coach Todd Grosjean of the Bryan Lady Bears. And Coach, going to celebrate some great seniors tonight at senior night.
Oh yeah, we got 4 good ones. I'm really proud of the fact that they battled through some injuries. We've had some injuries here with a couple of them, and obviously Reese Grotehouse has battled, overcome 2 major injuries, knee injuries, and it's a credit to the kids and their perseverance and sticking with the program. And obviously they've gotten rewarded for it.
Absolutely. I was just going to say Reese Grotehouse is now a part of all 4, as are the other girls, all 4 of your tournament or your NWOAL championships.
Yeah, what's cool about it, Blaze played here at the junior high, and I know she At times it was frustrating. She was kind of by herself at times on the junior high, and they didn't have a whole lot of success, but she stuck with it. She played JV her freshman and sophomore year, and snuck into some varsity games as a sophomore. And then last year she had some injury issues, and was kind of our spark off the bench, as she is this year. And she's really stepped up the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 games. And we've said this before, she would start for a lot of other teams in the area.
Yep.
It's the case where we've got 5 really good players in front of her, and she's really accepted her role as the spark off our bench. And right down the line, Allie Allspaw unfortunately has hurt her shoulder, and she's probably done. But we're going to get her a token start tonight, just to recognize her and let the fans recognize her. And Ella Miller, unfortunately, got hurt in soccer, and she hasn't been able to participate, but she's been there just about every game, supporting her teammates and providing us with leadership. So great kids, obviously come from great families, and well-deserved senior night tonight.
And you had a great night on Saturday as you clinched at least a portion. We're hoping an outright, but a portion of a 4th straight NWOAL title, and you did it in a big way against Wauseon.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing in itself. To win this league is really difficult, but to win it, 4 times in a row that's history making. And it's a credit to the kids. It's a credit to the coaching staff I'm blessed with. Colin Walker is outstanding. He does so much for our program. And John Miner, that guy watches more film than anybody, I think, in the state of Ohio. And Delaney's, she's become a very good coach at the JV level. And Nikki Meyer, we're fortunate enough to have. She's come over and come on board, and I think she's going to be an outstanding coach someday too.
Yeah, great coaching staff, great group of kids, and it always hard work and perseverance leads to success.
Yeah, and it's been a great ride so far. We obviously got more work to do. Hopefully, we talked after the game on Saturday. The kids are going to be a little bit selfish. They don't want to share come Thursday, but obviously we're playing a really good Lake team tonight, and we want to send these seniors out on a positive.
Let's talk about Lake. Lake is sitting at 8-12 on the season, 7-6 in the Northern Buckeye Conference. Their leading rebounder and second leading scorer is out tonight, Mary Einright. She's out with a sprained ankle, and so they're going to have to be doing some stuff and bring up some JV people. But when you look at them and scout them, how do you match up with them? In looking at their last game, they lost to Fostoria by 9. Fostoria's defense forced 30 turnovers. Do you think your defense is up to that challenge?
Well, we hope so. It'd be nice to get an opportunity to play Fostoria at some point, but we're going to pressure. We're going to try to take them out of what they want to do, and we struggled to do that a couple of years ago. He had some really nice athletes that were able to get to the rim, and when they didn't get to the rim, we had to help off of shooters, and they had people that were capable of making shots. So. And they have that same capability this year. So we're just going to have to be solid defensively, guard the lane, and get out on shooters when they do kick it out.
Is it a challenge that being that you played a big game on Saturday, you've got a big game on Thursday, and here's sandwiched in the middle, you've got a non-conference game, and is it hard to motivate the girls, or are they ready to come out and compete?
You know what, Chris? Crowd? I think they'd much rather play a game than listen to me at practice. So we're getting to that point where they'd rather play than practice. So and it's a special night. We want to get these seniors out on a positive. They deserve it. Hopefully, our kids take care of business like they have in the past, and we can get out of here on a positive.
All right. Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck tonight against Lake, and hopefully we'll be celebrating win number 19.
That'd be nice. Thanks, Chris.
All right. Coach Todd Groshky and the Bryan Lady Bears back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason East Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietz Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, live from Bryan here as the Golden Bears are going to host the Lake Flyers. I want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight. They include the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Ford Lincoln, Jason Dietz Automotive, Lob Auto Parts, Northwest State Community College, Overland Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, and Veterans Services of Williams County, all bringing you the game tonight. Chris Malenga and Aaron Montgomery here, and let's talk about these Lake Flyers. As you heard me say in the interview, they've lost their leading rebounder and second leading scorer, Mary Enright. She's out with a sprained ankle, so just like the Lady Bears have had some issues with injuries, so is Lake now.
It's always interesting how coaches have to make adjustments throughout the season and to kind of, make up for those injuries and things like that. And like their coach said, they're bringing up some JV players tonight that might see some minutes. So it's always an interesting ride, especially this time of season.
Absolutely. Lake's coach is Joe Nowak. He's been there 8 years with a record of 113-70. They are averaging 41 points a game and allowing 46. And their last game, they lost to Fostoria, who's really the class of their league. They have a league where they play each team twice.
I saw that.
And so they lost to Fostoria 57-49, but they turned the ball over 30 times. Ouch.
That will not win you very many basketball games, especially against a good team like Fostoria. I think they have the number 4 seed in our district, so it should be interesting.
Sydney Stanley and Jesse Materney each had 14 points for Lake, so they've got some offense. Their leading scorer is Elise Stazak. She's averaging 12.2 points a game. She has 4.5 rebounds, and then the next one is Sydney Stanley, averaging just over 9 points a game. So, the Lady Flyers play a really tough conference, and they're a pretty good basketball team. This game actually this year did not happen last year. It actually just got canceled because I think we were in. It was after the tournament started or around the tournament time, and I think we just never played Lake last year.
Okay.
Because we were scheduled to go do that game there, and so we haven't played them in a couple years. But when you look at these two teams just on paper, does anything stand out at you?
I think definitely Bryan has the advantage size-wise. We can go more inside than them. Even our, Ella Boyd, who plays a guard, she can go and post up and things like that. So I think that's going to be interesting, and how Lake makes that adjustment to our game. Based on what their coach said, I think their guards like to ball pressure just like we do. So how we handle that and share the ball, and is Mara going to take it up all the time, or will Reese have some handles up the court and share the responsibilities of that, bringing the ball up.
All right, well, it is Lake and Bryan. We're going to take this timeout. When we come back, we'll have our keys to the game after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Overland Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Overland Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Here at the Williams County Veterans Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veterans Service Office.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malenga, Aaron Montgomery. Time now for our keys to the game, being sponsored by Carlin Company. The Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers has been your hometown real estate company. For over 45 years, they've consistently remained number one in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all your real estate needs. Let's take a look at the keys to the game for the Golden Bears.
For the Golden Bears, we have pressure, solid ball, solid on the ball defense. That's nothing that's changed all season. We've been doing that so well. We need to continue that through this game as well. The second one is be athletes and run the floor. Boy, we are loaded with some athletes, and we can run the floor. When we can get up and go, every person, even Kaylee Thiel, Ella Rowd, they can board it and they can take a couple dribbles and make that up pass up the court, and they're good to go. third one is rebound on both ends, offense and defense. Like I said before, we have the size advantage on Lake tonight, so we definitely need to pursue those rebounds.
All right, let's take a look at the keys for Lake.
For Lake, they need to take care of the ball. Okay, we already talked about the size that we have. They don't need to give Bryan any more extra possessions. Their strength is they are active on the perimeter, so nothing's going to change in that realm. And they need to compete hard on the glass, keep that rebounding margin close because of that size disadvantage that they have this evening.
All right, keys to the game being sponsored by Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers. And we're about ready to get this one underway. It is Lake sitting at 8-12 overall, 7-6 in the NBC, and the Golden Bears 18-2, 6-0 in the NWOAL. Getting set to tip this one off. We're going to send it down to our public address announcer right now.
As a member of School of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, we welcome you to Bryan for tonight's basketball game featuring the Lake Flyers and your Bryan Golden Bears. Ladies and gentlemen, America is the land of the free and home of the brave, and that freedom has been afforded to us by the dedication and sacrifice of brave servicemen and women currently deployed throughout our communities and around the world, and many others who have come before us. To thank these extraordinary men and women and to honor our nation, would you please rise in the playing of our national anthem?
Tonight's national anthem being presented by Veterans Services of Williams County. Time now to meet our game officials. Our game officials are sponsored by Tri-State Vision Center. Tri-State Vision Center has been serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all your eye care needs. Officials tonight are Alan Miller, Brad Rupinaugh, and Paul Stoll.
In order to make today's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administration and authority figures, and of course your team and their opponents. Let's make today's contest great and remember to respect the game. Thank you. Now to meet the teams. First are the guests on the scoreboard, the Lake Flyers. Starters for Lake, number 1, Sydney Stanley. Number 3, Jesse Materney. Number 11, Lauren Tobias. Number 14, Kylie Christ. And number 23, Elise Stazak. Varsity coaches Joe Nowak, JV coach Drew Garinger. And now for your Golden Bears. Head of guard, the 5'8" senior number 11, Reese Grotas. Then a forward, a 5'9" senior number 23, Blaze Langendorfer. And a forward, a 6'1", senior number 51, Ali Oswald. At a guard, a 5'6", senior number 5, Ella Miller. And at a forward, a 5'9", junior number 4, Ella Boyd. Varsity coaches Todd Grosstein, assistant coaches Colin Walker, John Miner, Nikki Meyer, JV coach Delaney Miley, managers Jordan and Ryan Eichhoff, Harper Smith, Molly Rooker, Mia Herman, and Adeline Frucci. Ladies, let's play ball.
There you have it, our starting lineup being presented by Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications. Call Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications for all your mechanical piping needs at 419-519-3111. As you can see, we've got a couple of seniors who are bitten by the injury bug, let's say.
I like this jump ball situation we have here. I think Allie's got a good foot on her.
Absolutely. Allie Ospa will jump off in center, and again, Ella Miller is here as well. Both of those ladies injured, so a quick tip, a touch to Ella Miller, a basket, and it's good. And her first and probably only basket of the campaign as she injured her knee during soccer. And they're going to give Lake a basket, an easy layup to start things off. And a timeout, a 30-second timeout, as those two seniors that are injured are going to come over. I really like the class that they did here. They had a wide open bucket for Ella, and then they let the Lakes girls score as well over there, which was really, really cool.
That's something pretty special that they can give that opportunity to those girls. Working, you start young, this day and age, so you put a lot of time into it, so that's pretty awesome that they get 2 points on their senior night.
Absolutely. So Ella will check out, Allie will check out. A lot of emotion over there on the sideline, and none more than Coach Grosjean. So now we're ready to get going here with a 2-2 tie. That timeout, by the way, sponsored by Stockman Lawn Service for lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying. Call Stockman Lawn Service at 419-636-6572. Now, bringing the ball up the court is Mara Smith. She gets it underneath to Kaylee Thiel. Thiel puts it up, leaves it short, grabs her own rebound, and it's taken away. And Elise Stazak will come down and put up a second easy layup of the game. She has all 4 of Lake's points. It's taken away. And Elise Smith will bring it up again, go to Grodhouse left side. Now to Ella Rao. Rao launches a 3 off front iron, no good. She gets her own rebound, hustles it back to Smith. Langendorfer, actually that's Voigt who puts it up and in. Just step inside the 3-point arc, and we've got a fast-paced game going on.
Yeah, we do. I'm going to try my best to stat it, so bear with me as we're going up and down the court here.
Nearly picked away. Here's Stazak. She'll go down low to Martini. And across over to Chris. Chris will give back to Stazak. Stazak averaging 12.2 points per game. Nearly knocked away by Voigt. Sydney Stanley will pick it up, though. Stanley working against Voigt. Will go scoop layup up and in, and that was a tough shot for Sydney Stanley.
That was a tough shot for her. She's got a long reach, long arms. She scooped that one in.
Rao has the basketball. We'll give it to Grodhouse, who launches a 3. It's off, no good. Rebound will come down to Chris.
So far, Lake's doing a nice job of hitting the boards.
Here's Stazak working against Mara Smith. Smith with those active hands. She's got at 1.7 steals on the per game. And that shot was missed. Rebound comes down to the Lady Bears. Here comes Rao. She tries to get underneath to Kaylee Thiel, and just a little miscommunication there. Kaylee will go in and jump on the ball and tie it up, and it's going to go to Lake. So what have you seen early on just in these first couple minutes?
We just look a little hesitant. I think we like to have that first shot fall, and when it doesn't, I feel like, they try to look inside and maybe force some things. But, give credit to Lake. They're pursuing the loose balls and going after it and not afraid to take it to the hole.
Kaylee Thiel and Mara Smith had a trap there for Stazak, and it got knocked out of bounds, so they'll inbound here right next to the Bears bench. Chris has it. She'll cross the timeline, working against Grodhouse on that far sideline. Make a spin move, lose the basketball, picked up by Kaylee Thiel. Bears have numbers. Thiel heads down. Bounce pass across to Grodhouse, up and good. Tie ball game, 5:38 remaining.
Great pass by Kaylee.
She really has vision of what's up ahead. Another scoop shot for Stanley. Whew. She's got 4 points, both of them on really acrobatic shots.
Might have to make an adjustment there on our defense.
Grodehouse will come in, put up the shot, miss it. Stanley grabs the rebound. And Stazak will bring it all the way down. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. Let's see who this one's on. That'll be on Mara Smith. That'll be her first, team first. You see Blaze Langander for check back in. So Stazak will inbound on her own baseline. She gets it to Materney. Materney gets to Stanley. Stanley has 4 already. Now she chucks a 3, and it's going to be an air ball. Not touched by the Golden Bears, and nice heads-up play by Blaze Langander for not touch that one out of bounds.
Yeah, good decision by her. Lake not afraid they can shoot the long ball either.
Thiel has it just inside the 3-point arc. She'll dribble, drive, put up a shot with the right hand, up and good. I tell you what, just in watching her over the years, you know, played at St. Pat's. I was athletic director over there. Mom was coach. I've just seen her grow so much in this high school program. She has really, really figured out how to play the post.
100%. And, you know, and I coached her with her mom in junior high, and, you know, she was a guard, and now she's playing a lot of time back to the basket. It's an adjustment, but she's really figuring it out. She's always had a great vision for the court, though.
Underneath to Thiel. She'll put it up off a little too strong, get her own rebound, put it up and not make either bucket, but draw the foul that time. She'll head to the line. Replay coming on this one. Nice feed into her. Misses that shot, though. Gets her own rebound.
Great pass by Reese. Or Blaze, I'm sorry.
First one is up and good. Tonight's free throws being sponsored by Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor. For quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work, contact us at 419-636-3712. 9-8 lead for the Bears. Make it 10-8.
Good for Kaylee to hit those first 2 shots. I know she struggles at the free throw line sometimes.
And
Stazak
is just dribbling right around, and now we're going to get another foul on Mara Smith.
It's like a stationary cone drill.
That was really crazy. She just went right through the Bears defense, cut it up like a hot knife through butter. Well, we're going to see Ella Rao check back in quickly because Mara Smith has 2 quick ones. Also going to see Elena Longoria check in for Lake. Inbound and knocked right out of bounds. She was looking for Materney, excuse me. Voigt will get it in and bring it up. Langendorfer on the left side now. Back to Grodehouse, top of the key. She looks to drive, kicks out. Rao has it, looking for some help. She gives it to Blaze. Blaze will go at the line, get double teamed, still get out of it. Find Grodehouse, who launches a 3 and buries it. Nothing but net. 5 for Grodehouse here on senior night.
That's her specialty.
And then Kaylee Thiel knocks it away. How about the patience of Lady Bears down there? You know, nothing was happening through the middle of the key. They kick out to Reese. Reese hits a 3 and gets everybody pumped up.
And I think she had a shot before that, too. She patiently waited and kind of got that 3. Oh, there we go.
Blocked shot by Ella Voigt. And Stazak tried to do one of those scoop shots, too. Brian Arnold and I have talked a lot about how the fact that Reese Grodehouse is so selfless, but sometimes she needs to be just a little bit more selfish. As Voigt steals that one away, puts it up and in. She has 4 on the night. Stazak has it. She's definitely their best player. And we're getting a foul on the way in. Yeah. Who'd they call it on? Did they call it on Blaze Langendorfer?
I'm thinking Blaze.
Yep. Nope, they called on Voigt. Interesting. Inbound comes to Materney. Materney will find Stazak. Stazak hands off to Stanley, who already has a 3-pointer. And knocked away by Voigt. See Josie Arnold check back into the game. And Coach said this early on in the season that at some point in the season, Josie Arnold was going to have to come into this game and step things up here on the varsity level, and she's been pretty good in the limited action she has. Ball is lost. Blaze Langendorfer picks it up, hands it to Grotehouse on the outlet and puts it up and in. Wow. On the floor with it and still able to find the outlet pass.
They're starting to find their rhythm.
And
it was off her foot.
Yeah, so I was going to say, either way, you're turning that ball over. 17-8, Bears lead. Grotehouse will inbound to Langendorfer. She has just really come on the last few games. Grotehouse has it. We'll give over to Josie Arnold. Now back to Grotehouse, who launches another three. Same spot, no good. Rebound comes down to Kaylee Thiel. Cleans it up. Nice putback. She's got 6. And a sub, that's what they call. So Allie Allspaw is going to get a chance to come in. She started.
I wasn't sure how much if she would see any additional playing time with her shoulder. And
she's got a little bit of a shoulder tear there. Shot is missed, but Stazak's going to head to the line. She's shooting 48% from there, as I believe that's going to be on Rao. It is. That'll be her first. You know, I asked Coach Grosjean about this, and, you know, he said that the girls would rather be playing than practicing, but how do you think the girls have approached this game, being stacked between Wasion, where you get the league title, and Swanton, where you get a chance to win it outright? What's the preparation or the approach that you take?
I think I agree. Anytime you can play versus practice, especially at this point in the season, I think is a good thing. And you know, it's a different team, a different look. I just think it keeps us fresh, keeps us, you know, thinking and running our offense. And so I don't know. But it is Monday. You never know how the girls come out on a Monday.
That's right. So far, it seems.
So far, we're doing all right.
10-point lead. Rao has it. She looks to drive, puts up a shot, going to get to the line, draw the contact. Foul will be on 23, Stazak. That'll be her first. Rao, just a 36% free throw shooter. Bryan and I call this the reverse announcer's jinx, hoping that by reading that she'll put them both in. Didn't work that time.
You know, that's funny. I've thought that many times when you said, even Arnie have said those things, and it's like, oh, come on, you can't jinx her, right?
That one goes in, though. So she's 50% tonight.
50%, there we go.
Stazak will bring it up. I've been really impressed with her ball movement, how she's been able to break through this pressure defense.
I agree. She keeps her dribble alive, and she keeps moving, so that's what you got to do.
Kick out to Tobias, misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Longoria, and then Blaze Langendorfer knocks it out of bounds. Kaylee Thiel will check back in. Allspaw will have a seat. Let's see where the inbound's going to be. It'll be right here in front of the Bears bench. She'll get it to Stanley.
Bears going to try a little trap.
And they do trap it. Stolen away and poked away by Stazak.
She's a hustler.
She is really a hustler. She's a good player. And now she's going to get double teamed in the backcourt. Try to get it over. She does. And then they find her again. And now underneath to Stanley, it's knocked away by Langendorfer.
It was the right idea.
Grotehouse will fire it down to Rao. Put it up, no good. Rebound comes up to Kaylee Thiel. That's 2 tonight that Kaylee Thiel has cleaned up off the glass. You can see Thiel coming in there on that replay and just knock it away. Gonna get let's see what they called, a foul? They're gonna call Ella Rao with a trip. That'll be 2 on Ella Rao.
I feel like the last couple games she's gotten in foul trouble early.
Yes.
Sometimes they just go like that.
The whistles just follow you. I'm guessing we'll see Blaze Langendorfer will get a quick little respite and come right back in for her, but we'll see what Coach Grosjean does. Stazak has it, will dribble drive. Reese Groothouse blocks that shot. Josie Arnold will come down with the rebound. And she's in trouble, and we're going to get a timeout from Coach Grosjean.
It was good of Reese to stay straight up and avoid the foul. And
absolutely. So it is going to be a 30-second timeout, but we're going to take a quick one with them. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
If you want a quality education with transfer opportunities to four-year schools, Northwest State is your community's college.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, the Bears have opened up a 22-9 lead over here, the Lake Flyers here in the first quarter. Chris Malenga, Aaron Montgomery with you tonight here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Lady Bears' last home game. They will play at Swanton on Thursday night for the outright league title. That'd be nice to grab.
That's exciting stuff.
Timeout was called by Coach Grosjean as Josie Arnold was having some trouble with a double team in the backcourt, and Lake has gotten into their defense. Looks like they might be in a zone. Yeah. 1-2-2 it looks like. And it worked.
Active hands.
Here comes Stazak, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Thiel. And Stazak, right after the shot, tries to contest the rebound. Groothouse stutter steps and loses the basketball. Voigt will have it, and they're going to call a jump ball, though. It'll stay right here with the Lady Bears, though. Again, those active hands. All right, Zimmerman will check into the game for the first time tonight. Play a whole JV game, and then you have to come in and play some varsity minutes.
Only 2 quarters tonight for the JVs.
That's true, 2 quarters. So she can play the whole game if she wants to.
She could. And knowing Ava and Josie, they would not mind that at all.
That's right. Thiel having some trouble with that zone in the middle there, but they go backdoor now baseline and knocked away. So that zone has been a good switch for Coach Nowak.
Just a different look for the Bears to adjust to.
Groothouse will steal it back away. Makes a spin move, stops, pops. No good. Rebound comes down to Voigt, who will draw the contact.
I think that was a right shot by Reese to kind of stop and pop, like you said. Good job by Ella to clean up the board.
I'll tell you what, that battle between Stazak and Reese Groothouse, they're both 2 players that seem to have a ton of hustle in them.
Absolutely.
First one by Voigt is good.
Battle of the guards tonight.
Yep. Main stop scoreboard shows 23-9. Main stops over when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday, the main stops of Northwest Ohio. Second one is missed, and that'll end the first quarter of play. That main stop scoreboard shows 23-9. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
When you're looking for that unusual part like a battery for your key fob, or everyday car parts like windshield washing fluid, wipers, motor oil or filters, antifreeze or batteries, don't forget to stop by your local Napa store in Bryan. They have the parts in stock. If you're buying any of these parts from anyone other than Napa in Bryan, you're paying too much.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
And this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 23-9 end of the first quarter. Chris Malenga, Aaron Montgomery with you. 34-15 at the half. Fairview is on top of Paulding. If Fairview wins, they will win the outright GMC for the ladies. Thanks to Matthew Clark for keeping us updated with some scores. And Lake gets to start the second quarter. Stazak has really been the key to the game. 5 points of the 9, but she has played really, really well both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, she's created some trouble for us at times, so she's definitely keep us on our toes.
Get over to Stanley. Stanley will dribble drive. Another scoop shot going to get Blaze Langendorfer on the foul. I wonder about those sometimes. Standing there, hands up.
It's proving effective tonight.
Yeah, it is. So that'll put Stanley in line. She's a 69% foul shooter. And that's a miss. Going to see Mara Smith come back in with 2 fouls. One more coming from Stanley. That's up and good. Lady Bears lead is 13 as Voigt will bring it up over to Groothouse underneath to Thiel. Thiel double team, dish out to Blaze Langendorfer, misses a 3. And Crease Roadhouse gets her own rebound, gets that rebound every time. That's another 3, and that rattles in and out and back in again. That was not pretty, but it counts.
It counts.
Langendorfer playing tough D up against Stanley, who gets it over the timeline. Bears back into the man-to-man. Materney couldn't handle the pass, but able to recover and get it to Stanley, who puts it up and in for the bucket.
She's been able to finish around the rim when she gets there.
Stanley averaging 9 points a game. Langendorfer will hit a jumper mid-range there. The block extended. And she has 2 of the first 2 of the night. Stanley will have it. Get it backside to Chris, who puts it up. No good. Rebound comes down to Materney. Tries it again. Bears get the rebound this time. Voigt dribbled it off her foot, but able to recover. 3 ball for Groothouse does not go. And Chris will come down with the rebound, and she's in trouble in the corner. We're going to get a timeout from Coach Nowak. And that was a well-called timeout with her caught in the corner there. And
I like the decision for them to just jump, and she was already in trouble, and just keep her there and force them to use the timeout.
30-second timeout. Again, timeouts today being brought to you by Stockman Lawn Service. And thoughts on the game? We're through about a quarter and a half, and what are you seeing so far as a coach? You sometimes have the best analysis because you've seen it, you've coached it.
I mean, Lake's doing a nice job. If we try to dribble drive, they're getting their hands on the ball to kind of disrupt that part of our game. But, you know, with the switching to zone and putting Kaylee in the high post, and she's able to see they can kind of kick out. She had a kick out to Blaze. I think both times, one on the right side wing and then the other one a short little jumper on the left side of the court.
So the Bears will get set up in their defense. It looks like they're getting into that 1-3-1 zone. We'll see if that's what happens as it crosses. And it's knocked away by Langendorfer. Chris will try to knock it back to herself, but Blaze picks it up and puts it up and in.
That 3 kind of creates a wall.
Yep.
And a C over it. Blaze does a nice job anticipating.
3 ball is no good. Rebound comes down to Smith, actually Groothouse, and she fires it down to Langendorfer, who's standing on the left block, misses the shot. She wants that one back.
Kind of bobbled the pass a little bit, had to come up from behind.
Nice catch by Chad Savage there on the baseline as the ball goes out of bounds. 5:26 remaining here. Main stop scoreboard shows 30-12 in favor of the Golden Bears.
Sometimes when you're all alone down there at first, it seems like you're ready to just knock it in, but it seems like it takes forever.
Reese will bring it up. Lake continues in that 1-2-2 zone. They get it backside to Voigt, who puts it up and in. And I tell you what, when they go into zone, and we've seen this in a couple of games now, Voigt is on that right block and just is open all the time.
And they were really, you know, squeezing in on Kaylee there, so that really opened up the wings.
active hands continue for the Lady Bears. Grotehouse tried to poke it away. Stazak will come in, miss the shot. It'll go off of a Lady Bear and go out of bounds. Rao will check back in for Bryan. And I think Stazak there had two tall people in front of her and just couldn't see where she was going. And that pass is intercepted, and then Grotehouse can't get a handle on it, but Stazak will touch it out of bounds. Bears will open up a 20-point lead here. You would say it'd be nice to get some of the JV in, but some of the JV are playing varsity because of injuries. So, like Josie Arnold, who has the basketball right now. Gets it over to Grotehouse. Thought about a three. Will kick out to Rao, who launches one. No good. Rebound comes down to Langendorfer, and we're going to get a foul on her as she went over Materney. That'll be 2 on her.
That's a tough one.
Yep.
She went straight up, but she had a good box out on her. Sometimes you just got to let them go.
That's 1 and 1. So I think the foul, okay, so it was Materney that was fouled. We see Allspaw check back in. Materney 57% from the line. First one up and no good. Rebound comes down to Kaylee Thiel. She'll outlet it to Josie Arnold. Arnold will bring it up to Grotehouse. Grotehouse will come to the middle of the key, kick out to Rao, then back to Thiel, who launches a three. And we're going to get the jump ball will stay with the Lady Bears. I like Thiel taking the three. I don't think that is her shot. She's shooting 0 from 3 this year.
No, I think she made one last game.
Oh, did she make one?
I think she made one last game. I think I saw in the stats actually 1 for 6.
1 for 6, okay. She has it right now where she is most familiar. Misses the shot, hits the deck as Allspaw's going for the rebound. It's amazing to me that Allspaw's playing with shoulder.
She went up for that
Bang
one,
up.
too.
She did go for that one. She's playing in the middle of that zone right now. Kicked away.
Surprised I didn't call that.
Yeah, I'm surprised, too. Get it down to Rao. Too tall. She fires it in, and it's taken away by Materney. Materney will give to Stazak, who goes through the middle of the key, misses it.
She's like the Energizer Bunny.
She is. And then Thiel will get it off the deflection and put it up and in. She has 10. Thiel and Grotehouse each with 10. And Materney gets probably some contact that might have been whistled, but didn't get whistled. Grotehouse has it now. We'll give it to Rao. Trying that three again. No good. Out of bounds. And I'll stay right here as it went right off the feet of Longoria.
Well, now we have a whistle. They can catch their breath.
Zimmerman will check in, as will Smith. They get it into Thiel. Now Rao. Grotehouse has it. Shot is a little bit blocked, but still went in. And she has 10. You think the last couple of misses there for Rao caused her to hesitate on that one?
Oh, 100%. But she's a shooter. She'll continue to shoot, as she should.
Free ball the other way is missed. And the rebound comes down to Grotehouse. Grotehouse brings it up slowly. Gives to Smith on the left wing. Puts it up. No good. Rebound comes down to Zimmerman. Now top of the key to Thiel. Now back to Grotehouse in the corner. Three ball. Good. And another timeout called by Coach Nowak. 39-12. It's going to be a full timeout. 2:24 remaining, second quarter. Back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
If you want a quality education with transfer opportunities to four-year schools, Northwest State is your community's college.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietz Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, 39-12. Bears lead over the Lake Flyers, and you know, Lake 7-6 in the league. I think they were 11-3 in their league last year. So that they're in the Northern Buckeye Conference. They've got Fostoria and I think Elmwood and Eastwood in that conference as well. So
Otsego,
yep.
Genoa.
That kind of north,
Possibly,
just like east and southeast of Toledo. Those kind of teams right there. So Lake has it here, 2:15 remaining in the first half. Christ with it to Materney. Materney will go right side to Tobias. Now back top of the key to Stanley. Stanley puts up a shot. That is a nice move by Sydney Stanley. That's her 9th point, and she's at her average right now here in the first half.
She finds a way to get to the rim.
Rao will get in the middle and will get bailed out by a foul from Stanley. She had all 5 Lake Flyers right around her. If you see this on this replay, they all converged to her. And, yep, she had 4 of the 5 right there. So just the 4th team foul for the Flyers. Inbound, now back to Grotehouse, launches a 3, foul line, in the wing, misses it. Rebound comes down to Smith, another 3 for Grotehouse, that one she hits. How did Mara Smith get in there and steal that rebound away?
I don't know, sometimes that just happens, which nice job finding Reese out there on the 3-point line.
42-14. Stanley will go left side to Longoria. Now to Christ. This will get back to Stanley. We approach the 1-minute mark here of the first half. Materney. Over to Tobias. Bears are letting him have the outside, just nothing inside right now. Chris will try to go baseline, then find Materney. She'll go foul line extended, then put up a shot. We're going to foul on Grotehouse, and that'll send Materney to the line. Oh, wow, they called that on Smith. So it wasn't on the block, it was on the way into the block. I feel like there's a Golden Bear, a Lady Bear every night that gets into foul trouble.
Well, I think Ella Rao breathed a sigh of relief that it wasn't on her.
Langendorfer will check in. Mara Smith has just got to be frustrated with that. Next one is good. So 2 points for Materney. 48 seconds to go here, first half. Bears with a big lead.
Like a 2-3 zone now. A little smaller lineup.
Looks like they're packing that paint though, but again, backdoor cut for Ava Zimmerman.
Yeah, 25s, and I watched her a little bit in the JV game.
Penelope Garcia.
She might be she's a freshman.
Coach Nowak says with some of their injuries, they've had to play a couple of the JV kids. Ooh, and that'll be a backcourt violation. She stepped right on the line. Theo will check back in for the last 14 seconds. I would love to see Ali Ospa come in and get a one close to the bucket. Not injure herself anymore, but at least get another point.
Alley-oop for Ali
yes,
Oswald.
Right. I like that. Bears playing for the last shot here with 8 seconds to go in the half. Underneath.
That was a good strong move
nice
by
move,
Kaylee
Thiel. And at the end of the first half of play, the main stop scoreboard shows 44-16 in favor of the Golden Bears. Going to take this time out, come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
Or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
and this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietz Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 44-16 here at halftime. Chris Malenga, Aaron Montgomery, and I'm waiting to get a picture of our scorebook here. And I got nothing. So we're going to hopefully have that.
Yeah, that's going to be my bad. That's what I was telling you. It's an adjustment over here to kind of keep some stats. I mean, I know I have Reese for 18, and I know that's what's on the scoreboard. So I know that part's true. And Keeley Thiel has 12. I'm pretty sure that piece is accurate. But as far as Lake, I've missed some shots here and there.
But it's 44-16. That's really all that you need to know here. And we're trying to find out, because you said Reese has 4 threes now. Is that right?
That's what I had her for. So I just received a text wondering, is that true? And I said that's what I had her for. But we were going to double check.
We're gonna check what the record is for threes in a game. I'm trying to pull that up right now. We'll see how well it goes.
We were kind of thinking Addie Arnold maybe.
I think Addie Arnold has a, if not the record, a tie of the record. Still trying to pull it up here. Let's see if we can get it. We're looking at the Touch Pro right now to see what we got. But we have a real good game. This is one that the Bears, are definitely better than Lake. But you want to make sure that they're still firing on all cylinders, because you've got outright league title on the line on Thursday night. And then right after that, the following weekend, you're heading into tournament. And so you need to keep going with that. You can't let yourself get a letdown.
100%. And I think even just now at this point, conditioning becomes a piece of it too. You have to, be game ready, and they have to continue to, and it's, you think, oh, you have your starters in and you're still playing or whatever, but we're also looking forward to, like you said, the next league game. We have to be ready for tournament. So we have to be sharp. We have to be crisp, and we only do that by, game situations and, learning from those things, because going back to what Grosjean had said prior in the pregame, they would much rather be playing than practicing. And whether you're winning by a big margin or a close margin, it's still a game, and these girls are gamers, and they love to play and they love to compete.
They're at Swanton on Thursday night, and then the sectional game is going to be versus Elida or Kenton, depending on what happens early or later in the week. Next week, that game is going to be at Bluffton, and we are going to be scheduled to be there. We'll have that game for you on at least radio and the internet stream. We're not sure about WOSN yet. We will let you know about that. All right, record for threes in a game. 2007, I called this game. I remember it now when I looked it up. Brittany Shirkey, 8 threes in a game. So Addie must have had 6 or 7 because she was close. She was close to it, but So Reese has to double that output tonight, and maybe she could do that in the second half. We'll see. Don't know how long they're going to be playing in the starters, but again, with a smaller bench right now for the Lady Bears, there's not very many people to put in.
I'm going to say our personnel is limited, so I think what Gerstein's trying to do is just give everybody a couple minutes and rotate them in and keep them fresh and, get them back out there, get a quick drink, get back out there.
All right, we're going to take another timeout. We'll come back with some scores from around the region after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
If you want a quality education that leads to great career opportunities in manufacturing, Northwest State is your community's college.
When you're looking for that unusual part like a battery for your key fob, or everyday car parts like windshield washing fluid, wipers, motor oil or filters, antifreeze or batteries, don't forget to stop by your local Napa store in Bryan. They have the parts in stock. If you're buying any of these parts from anyone other than Napa in Bryan, you're paying too much.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Come on, Ray! Oh, come on! Oh, what a bad call! You have no business being out there. Terrible!
You know, I'm a person too.
Bears over the Lake Flyers. Chris Malanga, Aaron Montgomery here with you, and the Lady Bears are being led right now by Reese Grodehouse, who has 18 points, and then number 3, Kaylee Thiel has 12, and 7 for Ella Voigt, and 4 for Blaze Langendorfer. And how are we looking over there? The leading scorer for Lake is
Sydney Stanley. We have her down for 11. And then Stazak, she has 5, and Marturni, she has 2 free throws. She's 2 for 3 from the free throw line. So add it up, and you've got 16.
There you go. So there's the score. I'm going to check the rest of the Lady Bears here. I gave you a couple of them.
I think I have Ella Rao down for 1. Ella Miller with her 2, and maybe Voigt with 4, but don't quote me on that.
Voigt has 6, 7.
7. See, I told you I missed some.
And Kaylee we talked about, and Reese we talked about, and Ella Rao has just 1 point. She's 1 for 2 from the line. So,
in my defense, though, I'm coaching junior high, and I think we average 23 points per game.
Yes.
So now we're at 44. So.
I also got a chance to check into who else might be coming in. So I'm updating my call sheet here. We might see a couple more Golden Bears coming up. So about a minute to go. So you are a coach, so I'm going to throw this at you. I do this to Brian Arnold all the time, but you're actually a coach right now. So what are you saying? Let's talk about Lake, though. You're down 44-16. What do you say to the girls in the locker room if you're Coach Nowak?
Just keep competing. I mean, I'm sure they have things that they're working on, they need to continue to work on. I mean, if I was their coach, you probably want to get other people involved in the offense and have them have some confidence to, take some shots or, take it hard. We fouled, if they take it hard to the rim, sometimes we don't move our feet, so going to the free throw line is easy offense for them and to build some confidence, especially their younger players. They had a couple freshmen coming up from JV to play to fulfill some roles, so that would be my message to them.
All right, well, we were checking some scores around the region. The only game that's really of importance or actually have a score on, at the end of the third quarter, Fairview is up over Paulding 54-25. With the win, Fairview will win the outright GMC, and they've just been a real good team. We saw that we got all they could handle with them in the Holiday Classic, and they're just a tough team.
That's exciting for them. I mean, it's a good program. They've worked really hard. Congratulations to those girls and coaches.
Stazak will get the inbound and dribble it off her hands. Actually, Smith got in there and knocked that one away. Stazak, a 5'4" senior, and she definitely plays like a senior.
I think she plays bigger than 5'4".
Yeah, absolutely. She has it right now. She'll go left side. Find Materney. Materney will give it to Stanley underneath. Try to get it to Stazak, but stolen away by Smith. And she's going to get called for a double dribble.
Good hands and then we bobble a little bit.
And that was one that you could really tell was happening. So Lake will bring it up, and if you're Lake, what you want to do, I think, is you want to try to keep this away from a running clock. I mean, that's a win. That's a victory right there. Bears in the man-to-man defense. Well, actually, yep, they are. Sydney with it. She'll come inside, put up a shot, and again, an off-balance scoop shot.
Like go gadget arms
I know,
a little bit.
Absolutely.
It's been effective, so give her credit.
She has 9 on the night, 9 of the 18, and I think that at least 2 of them were the scoop shots like that.
And you said that's her average?
She averages 9. Baseline, Voigt puts it up with the right hand, it's good. 9 for Voigt now.
I think if we were shot statting those baseline, we've had a lot of shots on the baselines.
Christ will lose the basketball. It'll be picked up by Voigt, who will stop and get, wow. They're going to call jump ball. Nice move there by Stazak to not foul.
Got her hands in there.
Wow. So Roadhouse will inbound under her own basket. They'll get it into Smith. Smith will give back to Grodehouse. Grodehouse cross courts it. Plays Langendorf for launch of the 3. It's off balance. Smith will get the rebound knocked away. Guess who? Stazak. She bounce passes down to Stanley. Another scoop shot, and it goes again! Oh my goodness.
They're a good little duo.
They are a good little duo. Look at this coming down on the replay again.
And then here's a corner shot of ours. Good board. Way to follow.
Nice board by Reese Grodehouse.
I like that we're not getting complete. You got to continue to crash the boards.
Stazak will bring it back up and stolen away by Kaylee Thiel, and she said she stepped on line. I thought she was walking the tightrope there.
Where's the instant replay on that one? Freeze frame that one.
Let's see, here it comes.
Oh, here it comes.
Let's see. Oh, good call.
That heel.
Crack work by our cameraman, Tristan Atkinson, down there on the baseline. Now they go baseline. Another scoop shot, no good. That time it was Stazak.
I like Ella's speed down there. Change her.
Blaze Langendorf for a 3 on that side is good. Blaze now with 7. Tell you what, she has really come on as the season has progressed. Knocked out by Grodehouse, and she hits into the bench.
And some crutches.
And some crutches. All right, we're going to see Rao come in. Yeah, they got Enright on the bench there in a boot. So she was their leading rebounder and second leading scorer, and anytime you have to place production like that, it becomes really challenging.
Absolutely. That's been a pretty bad sprain.
Chris with the basketball. She'll get underneath to Stazak, stolen away by the Bears. Grodehouse will feed it ahead. Theo will catch, then give back to Grodehouse. She loses the basketball. It's on the floor. Rao will pick it up. Rao will give to Langendorfer. Now back to Grodehouse. Now back to Rao. 3 ball from the corners. Good! Went off high glass. Wow, I didn't think that was going to go. Other way, scoop shot. Stazak, 7 for her. Bears and Lake trading shots. 3-ball for Grosshouse is no good. Rebound. You're going to get Kaylee Thiel on the rebound. She whacked into the Lake player. Just 1 for her. The other thing that has been impressed me with her this year is she has played really well as far as not committing fouls.
Yes,
in the past, she's had some games where she's, past seasons where she's fouled a lot or been in the wrong position and gotten whistled, and she's done a really good job. Now that I'll say that, she'll probably, foul out or something today just because of how it works.
Said that.
But now she feeds it ahead nicely. Rao to Groothouse, launches a 3, got it. All right, so that is 23 now. And maybe she will get
I think we're tracking something.
We are tracking something here. Stazak with it. Stazak puts up a shot, draws the contact from Blaze Langendorfer. And wow.
Number 23, Blaze Langendorfer for third team second. At the line, 2-2, number 23,
Stazak will go to the line. So Reese had 4 at halftime. 12, 14, 16, 18 points. Now she has 23. So she's had a 2 and a 3. So she's got 5 threes right now.
I wonder what it is for the game, for team.
I don't know.
Reese is Blaze has let some fly too.
Yep.
I wonder if they're.
Foul shot is missed. Nice rebound ahead to Rao. Nice spin, nice move. Rao misses a shot knocked out of bounds by Lauren Tobias. Allie Allspaw is going to check back into the game. All right, put her on the block. Right into her, let her get 2. Inbound to Arnold. Arnold to Voigt. Back to Arnold. Underneath to Allspaw. Bounce, loses the basketball, and we're going to get a foul. So she gets to go to the line and shoot foul shots. No, they're say that was on the floor.
Call it on the floor.
That's 2 on Stanley. Underneath. Shot is missed. Allspaw up and got it. So Allspaw with 2 on senior nights. So all of the seniors have scored now. Stazak. Voigt has it now. Now to Rao, launches a 3. Does not fall. Rebound comes down to Allspaw. And it gets knocked away. Stazak will bring it up quickly, and she'll be able to put a hard one off the glass. No good. Gets her own rebound and draws the foul from Voigt. I tell you what, Voigt did a great job of not fouling her on the blow-by, but she, on the rebound, that's where she got her.
She came back around. She does not stop. She
No,
keeps
she
her
doesn't.
feet moving. She's everywhere.
Stazak up and good. All right, so we're in a running clock situation now, and so the clock will run until the score gets 29 or below. The difference, I should say, not the score.
The game really changes, like the running clock.
It does.
It goes so fast.
And it's interesting to me, we've talked about, Bryan and I have talked about all season about whether the running clock's a good thing or a bad thing, but that we would see some changes. During foul shots, we feel like should be stopped because you can waste 30 to 45 seconds on foul shots. Here's Zimmerman, gets it poked away by Stazak. She's able to save it, and now she grabs onto it, and did they call a jump ball? They did, and it's going to stay here with Lake. So Stazak getting down on the floor, and she's a good player.
Yes.
27 seconds to go here. Stole away by Smith.
And anytime you've had, like the personnel changes with injuries and things like that, and we noticed earlier there was somebody on the roster that wasn't on the roster now, and you just don't know all the dynamics that's happened throughout the season. But it seems like she plays hard. She stays the course.
Coach Nowak says they've had some issues as a team this year, and playing up and down basketball, as he said. All right, at the end of the third quarter play, 59-27 on the Main Stop scoreboard. Open when we need them. You're always near Main Stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. And take this time out back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
If you want a quality education that leads to great, endless opportunities for future success, Northwest State is your community's college.
When you're looking for that unusual part like a battery for your key fob, or everyday car parts like windshield washing fluid, wipers, motor oil or filters, antifreeze or batteries, don't forget to stop by your local Napa store in Bryan. They have the parts in stock. If you're buying any of these parts from anyone other than Napa in Bryan, you're paying too much.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malanga and Aaron Montgomery filling in admirably for Brian Arnold.
They have big shoes to fill. I don't even think I'm coming close, but I'm having fun.
Good.
And the view up here is just amazing.
Absolutely. So to start the fourth quarter, the Bears have put all of the seniors back in and Ava Zimmerman. So we've got Ella Miller standing to the left of the three-point arc. We've got Blaze Langendorfer on the right side of the arc. Allie Allspaw in the middle. And they'll inbound, and it'll be stolen away and then right out of bounds. I tell you what, the Stazak just doesn't stop. She's got a motor that will not stop. So Ella Miller will check out. Coach Grosjean likes to do this. Give every senior their due, and every time the ball turns over now, he's going to pull a different senior out. And I just love that recognition.
Too. I just think that it's so classy and just really gives them a moment to shine. And I know Ella wasn't, the injury in soccer to carry over, that's kind of difficult, but good for her that she's got to see the floor multiple times tonight.
Yep, she has. Stolen away again. Stazak up and in. They're not going away. And so now the Bears trying to get it down. They do. It poked away again. They're being pesky, those Flyers.
Well, and I think that's a testament to their program. They're going to continue to play hard until the clock runs zero. So Bryan just needs to take care of the basketball. I think they're trying to get everybody a look. And
underneath to Allspaw, she misses the shot, but gets the foul. So she's going to head to the line. Third foul for Stanley. Can Allspaw shoot with her right hand? We'll see.
I'm just trying a left-handed layup.
That's right.
Or the old granny shot.
Granny shot. Let's see. That one is good.
Looks pretty good. I didn't even see a wince or anything.
And Reese Grodehouse will check out, possibly for the final time. Probably for the final time here. She'll give hugs to all the coaches. A standing ovation from the Bryan crowd. Next one for Allspaw is good. And now Allie Allspaw will check out. Just a great post player, came off the bench for the Lady Bears. Stazak has it now, will drive up. Three ball in the air is no good. Rebound comes down to Blaze Langendorfer. Blaze is like, you're not taking me out till I get another bucket. She has it. We'll give over to Zimmerman. And the Bears lose it. Now they get an easy layup for Blaze Langendorfer. So she has 9. Stanley with the basketball now. We're in a running clock here in the fourth quarter. Stolen away and stolen right back by Stazak, who finds a really nice bucket from our Materney, but she missed it. Nice move there by the Flyers.
Nice pass by her and just couldn't convert.
Stolen away by Stanley again. And then Smith pokes it away, and it'll stay here with the Golden Bears.
You can just tell we're not, in sync and in fluid. They're just kind of...
Blaze Langendorfer will check off the floor for the last time here at Bryan. Standing ovation for her.
Love that.
I do. I love it. It's great. Picked up by Zimmerman. And Lake is still playing hard. They're like, we don't care at senior night. We're going to play hard. That 2-3 zone. Give it to Zimmerman. Now to Rao. Rao feeds underneath to Thiel. Thiel puts up a shot, two-handed and good. Kaylee Thiel with 14 on the night now. Three ball in the air for them is no good. That was Lauren Tobias. Rebound comes down to Thiel, who will give to Mara Smith to bring it up. Smith will get to Rao. Rao thought about a three, but I think she's a little shy after missing a couple tonight. Josie Arnold will drive, then bounce pass over to Smith. Now back to Rao. This time she'll launch it. Nope, no good. Rebound comes down to Arnold again. Bears just content to move it around. Three ball for Smith. No good. Rebound for Zimmerman, no good. Rao puts it up with the right hand. So 3 shots on that possession, which is always good.
Lots of looks.
Underneath, stolen away by Zimmerman. Oh, but she picked it. She stood up and tried. She had the cardinal sin of basketball. All right, we're going to see Gabby Mossberg check in. We're going to see Tabby Lane check in. And also number 42, Mackenzie Blevins. So Tabby Lane's the only one I didn't have on our roster score sheet. Inbound shot is missed. Rebound comes down to, well, Lake.
I think this is Tabby's first year of basketball,
Yep.
I believe, yeah. Kenzie, like everyone except Tavi, I coached last year as 8th graders.
So you know these ladies pretty well.
I do.
2:17 remaining here. Lake also has some of their reserves in. Cadence Eckenrode is in for the first time tonight. And we're going to get a foul. Who'd they call that on? Did they call it on Josie? They did. They got Josie. Also going to see 32. That is, and Alicia McCoy-Martinez.
And she is also, I think, new to basketball this year, I believe.
Well, as we've seen, the future of Lady Bear basketball is bright. 3 ball in the air is no good. Lane will knock it out of bounds. It'll stay right here. You know, Lady Bears just have, to win 4 in a row, first time in program history, 4 league championships.
And our 8th grade group made it to the NWAL finals too, lost by 1 point in overtime to Wauseon. That's a good group coming up too.
Lady Bears just reload. Gonna take a 30-second timeout. And we'll keep it here or take it. We're gonna keep it here. I'm looking at my producer, Tony, because we're just gonna keep it right here. So, thoughts? What have you thought about doing this experience?
Well, like I told you before we even started, you're never too old to try something new for the first time, so why not? So it's been fun. It's, learning as I go, lots of things happening around me, but you guys are pros at this. This is amazing. And I told you before the game started, this is such an amazing service that you provide to our community. I know people from all over the country that tune in, and that's just incredible. I've seen Grosjean post things on his social media and former players saying, I was able to watch you, and I just think that's awesome.
Absolutely. It was fun to to kind of walk in and see Steve Horton. He said, "You're here? Are you doing the game tonight?" And he said, "I got to go text some parents." So it's always nice to have people listening and watching. And this was kind of a last-minute game. We didn't originally have this one set to go. And Coach called me or texted me yesterday and said, "Hey, it's senior night." And we said, "Well, these four have been so much of the program, we need to give back and do this game." So we quickly got a camera crew around, and unfortunately, Bryan and Tim Meister were both out, but you have filled in admirably.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I just think, again, what you've said, with Kirstein texting you and wanting him to give credit to more people to see these four seniors, depart for the program. I think it's great that you kind of filled in on the last minute and made this happen. So thank you to you.
You're welcome. Gabby Mossberg misses the shot, then commits the foul. And there's all smiles down there. And 24 seconds to go. Stazak wants it. She's motioning. She wants the basketball. Give it to me. Quit looking around. Just give it to me. Up. Shot is missed. Rebound comes down to Blevins.
And she's in there.
And she come in and caused the tie up. So
she played hard until the end. They all did. So sometimes it just doesn't go your way. I'm sure Lake will have some things to take away from this game, and Bryan's looking ahead to the next.
Absolutely.
Well done, Bears.
Bears will play on Thursday night with Swanton at Swanton, trying to win an outright league title. And Lake, meanwhile, will fall to 8-13 on the season. And I tell you what, Coach Nowak's team played really hard till the end. So great. Well, we're going to take a timeout. We're going to come back and hopefully talk to Coach Grostein and maybe some of the senior ladies. We're going to do that after this timeout on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
If you want a quality education that leads to great, endless opportunities for future success, Northwest State is your community's college.
When you're looking for that unusual part like a battery for your key fob, or everyday car parts like windshield washing fluid, wipers, motor oil or filters, antifreeze or batteries, don't forget to stop by your local Napa store in Bryan. They have the parts in stock. If you're buying any of these parts from anyone other than Napa in Bryan, you're paying too much.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.
We are Bryan Built.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutVaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
And this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
What? Come on, Oh, come on! Oh, what a bad call! You have no business being out there. Terrible!
You know, I'm a person too.
All right, welcome back on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malenga, and let's see if we can get Coach Todd Grostein here. I stole your scorebook because we didn't have good stats up there because Erin was fast-paced, man. She was analyzing and She did a great job. She did a great job. So let's do some scores real quick. Kaylee Thiel had 14. Reese Grotehouse had 23. 9 apiece for Blaze Langendorfer and Ella Voigt. 6 for Ella Rao. 4 for Allie Ospaw, 2 for Ella Miller. And I just got to say, I loved having those girls in, even the injured ones. Talk about senior night and how you approach this.
And credit goes to Coach Nowalk, too, at Lake. He's a great guy, and he was willing for us to honor our seniors. And, you know, we just talked in the locker room about the hours that those seniors have invested. Pretty special group.
They are. And then when you had a couple that have, like Ella Miller, that was completely out for the season after soccer injury, that becomes really crazy.
Oh, absolutely. And Ella was, she was going to be a huge piece of it defensively for us. And, you know, when she went down, it just makes you sick because she's a senior. And, you know, we knew what we were getting when she came over here. And she's just a great kid, gives us everything. You know, the 3 years she was able to play, she was all energy and all hustle, and you know, we hated not having her out there. Allie Allspaw, it was nice to see her she put her brace on and said, I want to try it. So, you know, we threw her out there in a couple situations, and she says she's going to give it a go. So hopefully we've got her moving forward. And obviously Reese and Blaze, it was so neat to send them out, you know, last time. It's hard to believe it's the last time on this court, because I can remember watching Blaze over at the elementary and, you know, in her junior high games, and, you know, Reese at St. Pat's, and just, you know, anxiously awaiting for both of them to enter the program, and everything that Reese has been through. It's neat to see them go out this way.
I remember you actually came when that 8th grade team won the championship. You guys were at that game in Toledo.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, and great kids. You know, everybody says, you're doing so well. Well, you don't do that without great kids and great families.
Absolutely. Okay, so now you got a chance to win an outright league title again, and you got a tough test in Swanton.
Well, it's on the road, and it's at Swanton, and there are no easy ones. We've said that all along in the league, and, you know, hopefully our kids are going to be a little bit selfish and go over there and want it. You know, they don't want to share it with anybody, but we're going to get Swanton's best, as we've gotten all year long in the league, and we'll start getting ready for that tomorrow, and you know, hopefully we got out of here unscathed. We got, you know, some kids got some confidence. It was good to see Ella Rao get the lid off and you know, make a couple shots, and just on down the line, I thought Josie Arnold and Ava Zimmerman got some quality time against that point guard for Lake is really good. She's all that I've heard about and advertised, and she's a really nice point guard.
We watched her in the first half slice through the Bryan defense like a hot knife through butter. That's what I said in there. It was unbelievable.
Well, that was I didn't like that too much, and we talked about that at halftime. And you know, we're going to have to guard the ball a little bit better moving forward, and so that was our focus the second half. And we did a little bit better job the third quarter, but you know, it was a good senior night for our kids.
It was. Well, best of luck on Thursday as you try to get an outright league title.
Well, thanks, Chris. Thanks for covering us.
No problem. I'm going to take a timeout, come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
If you want a quality education with transfer opportunities to 4-year schools, Northwest State is your community's college.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.
We are Bryan Built.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network with the 4 seniors here after a great win over Lake. I'm going to pick on you first because I've known you the longest. Watching you starting at St. Pat's in 4th grade year, what you've gone through here at Bryan with the injuries, what does it feel right now to play your last game on this court? I don't know if she's laughing at me or if she's sad.
It's been so fun with all my teammates, and I'm so lucky to have the team that I have, and I hope that we keep playing until March.
I hope so too. Let's break the school record for wins.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
All right, I want to know what you've been eating in the mornings to come out so hot the last 4 games. Blaze Langenderfer. What's happened? It's been great.
I honestly could not tell you. I would like to know as well, but I mean, whatever it is, it needs to keep happening. Whatever I'm eating.
That Evergreen game, 20 points. Could you have ever imagined?
No, I mean, I've always wanted to, obviously, but I mean, yeah, I'm glad.
You did a great job on that. All right, I'm going to pick on you, Ella Miller. You made me tear up with the layup. The way you did that. I talked to you during soccer season, the end of soccer season. You're injured, and we talked about missing basketball a little bit. It's been hard for you, but you've been a real part of this program.
No.
I'm making her sad.
It's just awesome to see girls like compete and win and have so much fun with the sport, and it's nice to share it with them.
How cool is it that you got that bucket there on the right block, and then we gave them a bucket on the right block, and I thought that was a really neat moment between two teams.
Yeah, it was nice, especially not having started varsity before. It was nice to be able to do it my senior year and score.
All right, well, I got to pick on Allie now. We were surprised. We thought maybe you were just going to come out for a token start, but you actually wanted to play. Tell me about that.
It was pretty great after getting hurt at the game on Evergreen. My doctor pretty much told me I wasn't going to be allowed to play for the rest of the season, so it was really nice to be able to go on the court and play for this game. So.
You got a couple of points. You actually took free throws?
Yes, I did, and I made them for once, too.
Maybe you need to mess up your shoulder to make foul shots.
Yeah, my shot's been on today for some reason, but...
Well, you guys have a big thing that's happening on Thursday night. You already have a share of the league title, fourth league title. This is the big one. You want to win outright. Tell me about Swanton.
I think
you're going to get their best.
Yeah, they can compete. They beat Evergreen. They've given some other teams in our league a little bit of trouble, so I think that if we just go out there and play our game and play up pace, we'll do just fine.
You don't want to share this title, do you?
No, absolutely not.
No. All right, I hear you. All right, well, ladies, congratulations on this win. Best of luck as you go on, and let's make a run.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, going to send it back up to you for a break.
If you want a quality education with transfer opportunities to four-year schools, Northwest State is your community's college.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Man, I'm winded coming up the stairs. Chris Malenga, Aaron Montgomery. First off, those four are great.
Oh, that was fantastic to listen to them. I was thinking, like, how great of a bond they have. Like, they're all so unselfish. They want to give credit to their coaches, to their players. Like, you can just tell that they're having fun and they're enjoying it. And, personally as a fan and, a teeny tiny part of the program too, it's exciting to think that they're thinking ahead to, making a run, and let's go compete and tell everybody about this awesome team we have here.
And as a coach of the younger kids, how is it that they can look up to these guys? Is that been really cool for them to be able to be a part of the program? It's a Bryan community, a Bryan built program.
And like these girls at the high school level, just I think they know where they came from, and like I was saying, like the 8th grade girls making it to the championship game of the NWA, and the 7th grade girls, our varsity girls were there. I mean, they gave up a Saturday morning and was at a 9 o'clock 7th grade girls basketball game. I mean, I don't think that happens everywhere.
Nope.
So I think that's incredible. And they were cheering, and then for the 8th grade game, they made a tunnel for the girls.
I saw the video. That was really cool.
It was incredible. So I just, again, from program top to bottom, I just think, Coach Grostein and staff and company and like he says, great kids, great families. I mean, there's a lot of families that have spent a lot of time, making these players who they are and that sort of thing. And these things don't happen overnight. So that's why it's exciting to be, a part of it and see those girls excited about each other's success and building on that and going to Swanton and giving their best and then looking ahead even further to tournament time.
Yeah, I'd like to get into March and play. That'd be fun.
Just the idea of playing in March is exciting.
Absolutely. Well, Aaron Montgomery, thank you so much for filling in. You did a great job.
I thank you so much. This was a blast. I appreciate it.
All right, Aaron Montgomery filling in. All right, I want to thank our sponsors one final time, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Ford Lincoln, Jason Deach Automotive, Lob Auto Parts, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral and Crematory Veteran Services of Williams County, and our in-game sponsors, the Main Stop Scoreboard, the Stockman Lawn Service timeouts, and Welling Construction free throws. Thank you to all of our sponsors bringing the game. I want to thank our crew. First, I want to thank our athletic department here at BHS, Chad Savage and Teresa Kuzmal. Our director engineer is Tony Malenga. Our cameras, Tristan Atkinson and John Tripodi. And Our next game is going to be Friday night as the Golden Bear boys team hosts Swanton in an NWAL matchup. Coverage begins around 7:15 on Q96.5 and BryanSports.com. All right, this broadcast on BryanSports.com is for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of the Golden Bear Sports Network, is prohibited. The Golden Bear Sports Network is a free public service of Malenga Enterprises, LLC, all rights reserved. One final time for Aaron Montgomery and all of us at the Golden Bear Sports Network. I'm Chris Malenga. Your final score is 67-31. Have a great night, everybody.